Welcome to North High. I am Stephanie Wasco, new principal of Wichita North High. I am excited to welcome each of you to the 2021 school year and look forward to meeting each of you via Teams and eventually in person. Unfortunately, it seems like life is constantly changing around us due to the COVID pandemic. However, one thing that has not changed is that your North High teachers are ready for each and every one of you to return to school. They have missed you so very much and cannot wait to see each of you in their classrooms, even if it has to be remotely. We are just a few days away from beginning the 2021 school year and couldn't be more excited to get started. Again, my name is Stephanie Wasco, and I am the new principal of Wichita North High School. I have been with Wichita Public Schools for more than 28 years and consider myself to be extremely fortunate to be allowed to return to North High to work with such an amazing staff and an awesome student body. I began my teaching career right here at North High. I completed my student teaching in 1990 and was blessed to be able to return to North High as a business and computer studies teacher and volleyball coach from 1992 to 2003. After leaving North, I began my career in school administration at West High and was an assistant principal with the West High Freshman Success Academy from 2003 until 2009. In 2009, I was provided with an opportunity to lead my own building and was principal at Curtis Middle School for the past 11 years. I cannot begin to express how happy I am to return to Wichita North High, and I cannot wait to start the school year with each of you.
My name is Laura Riza, and I'm the administrative assistant to the principal. I am located in the main office behind the Academy 5 secretary. I graduated from North in 2002, attended Wichita State University, and graduated from Butler Community College. I love the people and culture of North High so much that I came back to work here. I am proud to be a North High alumni, parent, and employee, and I am excited to get the school year started. Once a Redskin, always a Redskin.
The College and Career Center. The CCC office is the first one to the left of the library down A Hall in the main hallway. Students come to the CCC to get information about college, careers, FAFSA, scholarships, and community service opportunities, to name a few. Mr. Breathitt enjoys helping students construct a plan to execute for post-secondary success. If this is for you, come see Mr. B in the CCC. The nurse's office is located in A Hall near the main entrance in A110. We are extremely lucky here at North because we have both a nurse and an assistant. Our nurse is Mrs. Carmina Studer, and our assistant is Mrs. Katie. The nurse's office is where you would come after getting a pass from your teacher if you are completely sure it is an urgent need to be checked by a health professional. As always, be conscious and make sure you are staying home if you have a fever, diarrhea, and/or have been vomiting. Found in A Hall, the registrar's office is here for the safekeeping and updating of student records. This is where you would request an official copy of transcripts, submit college course credits, new enrollment processing, And even if you just want to say hello to our ever-friendly registrar, Miss Sandra Padilla. She is located also right next to the bookkeeper's office. This is where you would pay for any fees associated with school. Examples would be paying for an ID replacement, enrollment fees, yearbooks, parking passes, or if you're an athlete, you can pay your pay-to-play fees here. Miss Smith is always ready to assist in any way she can.
Door 1 is the main entrance of North High. It is located on the east side of the building along Rochester Street. It is sometimes called the middle entrance. This is one of 4 locations where students may enter the building for class as early as 7:30 a.m. As part of the district COVID-19 response measures, daily temperature checks will be conducted at all secured entrances. The desk located at this entrance is staffed by North High faculty during the school day, and all visitors must check in here.
Right in front of the main entrance in A Hall, you have the front doors of the library. The library is the go-to place for students to work on projects and do research for their classes. The library accommodates 66 students for classroom space, has 40 desktops that students are able to use, along with over 13,000 copies of books. The library does not only help students do research paper and work on school projects, but it is also full of history, art, and culture. As you enter the library, you will see a large round mosaic piece and a wooden Native American Indian sitting in a canoe. This is the work of artist and sculptor Black Bear Bolson, who was the creator of one of the most well-known sculptures in Kansas, the Keeper of the Plains. Here you will find the school's first yearbook dated from 1929. You will also find pieces of art created by alumni, as well as books written by North alum. Other North alumni items you will find in the library include Kansas State Representative autographed portrait of Ponca Wee Victors, signature book from retired Hall of Fame football player Barry Sanders, and the North High Hall of Fame plaque. A memorial library of war soldiers is among some of the other items you will find. Our library clerks, Perla Olivas and Penny Edom, will make your library experience a great one that will keep you wanting to return. The library used to be a space for students could hang out during lunch in the past, but due to COVID-19, this space will be used for classes during lunchtime. No students will be allowed in there. However, you may still pick up lunch in front of the library.
The nurse's office is located in A Hall near the main entrance in A110. We are extremely lucky here at North because we have both a nurse and an assistant. Our nurse is Mrs. Carmina Studer, and our assistant is Mrs. Katie. The nurse's office is where you would come after getting a pass from your teacher if you are completely sure it is an urgent need to be checked by a health professional. As always, be conscious and make sure you are staying home if you have a fever, diarrhea, and/or have been vomiting.
The traditional gym. That name says it all. This is where many of North High's traditions have taken place. From pep assemblies to winning titles, you can always see the energy found here. Located in G Hall, first floor, on the east side of the school, it's the continuation of A Hall. You will see state title plaques for bowling, soccer, cross country, just above the G Hall entrance. Also lining the walls into G Hall area, you will see trophies and titles, not just for sports, but also JROTC. Entering the traditional gym, don't forget to look up. You will see flags and boards showing all of North's titles in JROTC, basketball, baseball, track, swimming, to name a few. Students would hang out during lunch, and there is additional space in the balcony for students to sit and eat. Unfortunately, this year, due to COVID-19, students will not be able to play any sports on the gym floor, but can use the traditional balcony space to sit and eat.
Just past the traditional gym in the beginning portion of the new addition and the first office to the left is the athletic director's office. This is where you go to ask questions about tryouts for sports, eligibility, picking up physical forms, and/or if you just want to meet the director. Mr. Douglas is very friendly, helpful, and ready to assist you in any way he can so that you can be ready to play some sports here at North High.
As North High student numbers grew, so did the school. In 2013, the new gym and new pool area were up and running. Located on the first floor H Hall, which is a continuation of A and G, east side of the building off Rochester, you will enter the new gym area of North High. This is also where you will find concession stands that are open during games. The gym area, second floor, is also an inside track that is used by students during physical education classes. First floor, west side of the new gym building is H Hall, is the wrestling room. Here is where wrestlers practice and train. Making history in 2020, North High girls wrestling team placed first in the G-Wall Girls Championship, and a North High senior winning the state championship is something we are very proud of here at North. The new pool was part of the new addition in 2013, located north of the new gym in H Hall on the east side off of Rochester Street. Here is where our swim team practices and trains and also have swim meets. The pool is also used by physical education classes.
Our Wichita North High weight room. This is the space where champions at North High train. Open during the summer, usually starting at 7 a.m. for all those that participate in all sports conditioning, and again in the afternoon, ready for the different sport rotations. We have everything available from sandbags, handheld dumbbells, barbell plates starting at 5 pounds, kettlebells, weight benches, plyo boxes, and much more. The key ingredient is training. We ask that nobody use the equipment without proper training. The other rule is that none of the weight room equipment walk out of the weight room. You can sign up for weight class as an elective and will get specialized training in all equipment, or you can always reach out to our physical educators and our coaches in regards to how to properly use the equipment and if you can be in there at a specific time. The Kiva Courtyard, located in the middle of C, D, E, and F Hall, is an interior courtyard in which we have delighted over the years in beautiful grounds and garden that surround the pavers and benches that honor alumni of our beloved North High. Forged in a special kinship with the space of this hidden gem, you get to be forever a part of this beautiful building by purchasing a brick, paver, and or bench that have your name and or dedication. This is not an area open to everyone, and even though at times you will see groups or classes in this area for different activities and reasons, you must always be with an adult when entering our Kiva.
North High's Commons area is located at the south side of the building on C Hall, first floor, outside of the cafeteria. The Commons area has a variety of uses. At breakfast and lunchtime, students line up here to get their meal. Some teachers have their class gather here for field trips. Other teachers from the first floor use this area for class and group activities. Clubs like dance and hip hop use this space for practice after school. North High's cafeteria was relocated in 1988 to the south side of the building, first floor on C Hall. In 2004, the cafeteria was expanded to accommodate the large growing community. Breakfast and lunch are served daily to students with their student ID. This year, we will have 2 lunch periods. Lunch for freshmen and seniors will be from 10:55 a.m. to 11:35 a.m., and sophomores and juniors from 11:40 a.m. to 12:20 p.m. North High's auditorium is located at the south side of the building, C Hall, off of 13th Street. Events held in the auditorium throughout the school year are freshman orientation, the drama club performs plays, and convocation for seniors. North High has some of the most spectacular plays. Community members also come to watch the plays put on by North High students.
Butch's Corner, named after North High's mascot, is located at the corner of C and F Hall on the west side of the school by the riverside. This is the place where students can purchase snack items like chips, cups of soups, candy, soda, and many more items during lunch. Clubs and YK classes can sign up to sell at Butch's Corner, and students can help sell items. During a normal time, you would want to be early. This is a very busy place during lunchtime. Due to COVID-19, Butch's Corner will be closed during the first semester.
The CDC, Child Development Center. In collaboration with the YMCA, North has a development center where a daycare is provided for children of teachers and community members. The benefits of having our CDC is that if you are a student wanting a career in child development or teaching toddlers and early childhood education, you can participate in the program that works directly with the CDC by signing up through your counselor for Parenting Child Development course. Elevators and stairs. We have 2 elevators here at North. Our main elevator is located on F Hall and should only be used if you have an elevator pass assigned by the nurse. This elevator goes all the way up to the 3rd floor. Our second elevator is located in our new gym area and is mostly used by spectators and patrons that have disabilities and are attending a game. At different times, your PE instructors will also ask that you carry or take up materials for different activities up to the 2nd floor in the mezzanine, and you may then use the second elevator by the new gym. For everyone else, we have stairs. There are 5 staircases centrally located that help you get to certain areas quicker. We have 2 main staircases on C Hall, a staircase on F Hall, and B Hall. All our staircases get you all the way up to the 3rd floor, except for one. At the corner end of D Hall and B Hall, we have another staircase that only goes up to the 2nd floor and will leave you right in front across the area from the JROTC in B Hall on the 2nd floor. The most important thing to be aware of when going up or down the stairs is paying attention to the flow of traffic. You should be able to see arrows on the wall for what direction traffic will flow on each side of the staircase. This has been set in place not only for safety, but mainly to make your moving around from one class to the other a swift process.
North High's statue entrance and courtyard is located on 13th Street. A statue greets you at the courtyard, which is why it's given the statue entrance name. Sacred Liberty by Rhonda Vickers was built in 2005 and is made of bronze. The artist is an alumni of Wichita North High School. Students can use this door to enter the building. Some days, when weather permits, you will see a classroom teacher having class in the courtyard. North High's tower is located at the southeast corner of ANC Hall. Tradition at North High is that all seniors have the opportunity to sign the tower at the end of their senior year. This is also one of North High alumni's favorite features. It is currently getting a facelift. There is no access allowed until all construction is complete.
The Advanced Technology Center, or otherwise known as our ATC building, is designed to deliver workforce education programs to support the development of skilled technical workforce in Wichita. From auto mechanics, where you learn automotive service skills, to welding, where you also learn about mass production, the ATC building is the right place to learn and decide if maybe a more extensive technical program is for you. Located outside of our main building, you will only be allowed into the ATC building if you have a course that you are taking currently. You do have to have an ID to enter the building, just like if you were entering our main building. So be prepared to have and show your ID at all times when entering the ATC building. The old Dillon's building. Yes, you heard it right. This was an old Dillon's, and until this building gets dedicated with its own name, it will continue to be known as such. But most importantly, This is where our new aerospace engineering program classes will be held in partnership with WATC and Airbus. There will be a team of students working hands-on to further the study of principles of flight and aerospace engineering by participating in the building of a small plane. The course that involves the use of technology to solve engineering problems by applying math, reading, and writing skills, and using them in aeronautic engineering principles. If this is something that you feel might be of interest to you, see your counselor or visit with Ms. Kelderman at some point. Outside lunch area. With current COVID-19 regulations, it's almost best that you take your lunch outside, as long as you are following safe COVID restrictions and making sure you are staying within the boundary lines of what is considered on campus and off campus, especially if you are an underclassman.
North High has many different sports that students can get into. The athletic fields include a turf field, baseball and softball fields, and also our own tennis courts. These are all found on the north side of the school.
I would like to take just a few minutes to look over this semester's bell schedule. This year's bell schedule will be very different than what you have experienced in the past. If you are a freshman, you will notice that there are only 5 classes on your schedule, unlike the 7 to 10 that you might have attended at your middle school. If you are a sophomore, junior, or senior, you are more likely familiar with this bell schedule, but will find that there are some significant changes. Notice that there are only odd period classes listed. We will talk more about this in just a few minutes. Although classes will not meet in person, it is still very important for you to follow your schedule and be ready to meet virtually with your classes at the appropriate times. In fact, if it is possible, it is best for you to enter your team's class a few minutes ahead of the start of class to make sure that you're able to access the class and settle in for the start of class. North High School adopted a 4x4 schedule, as did the majority of high schools within Wichita Public Schools. This schedule will allow students to focus on fewer classes at one time, and when we return to face-to-face instruction, we'll reduce the number of student interactions. So what is a 4x4 schedule? The reason this type of schedule is called a 4x4 is due to the fact that 4 classes are taken for 4 quarters. 4 classes times 4 quarters. North High's 4x4 schedule will allow students to attend 4 classes daily plus advocacy or tower time. Students will attend the same 4 courses and advocacy or tower time every day. Because the classes are twice as long, they are blocked, and meet every day, this allows a student to complete a year-long or semester course in half of the time. Some important things to remember. The end of the first quarter is November 6th. Because students are attending blocked classes every day, the end of the first quarter, students will have completed the requirements that would have previously taken an entire semester to complete. Students complete the class in half of the time because they are spending twice as much time working on the course. Don't worry if you find this a bit confusing. There will be many opportunities to talk about 4x4 schedule with your teachers, your counselors, and North High administrators. I have just a few tips to help you prepare for your first day of remote learning. Please plan to join your team's class a few minutes early to ensure that you're able to successfully join the class. Remember to mute your microphone when you enter the class so that students already in class can hear the teacher. Please remember that even if we aren't meeting in person, it is still important to dress appropriately. As always, continue to use appropriate language in emails, chat, and during Teams meetings. It will also be helpful for you to minimize distractions in your workspace. Put away cell phones and video games and focus on completing work and participating in discussions during class. Remember to stay logged on throughout the class. Your teacher is keeping track of your attendance, and so is the Teams app. We are looking forward to an amazing school year and cannot wait to see you at 8 a.m. on September 8th for our first day of remote classes.